Va salute. This is Troy Pacelli of Last Call, and I'm just here to let you know that the following live stream is rated R for adult language, highly inappropriate jokes, and oh, who the are we kidding? We have no idea what is going to come out of Gorilla's mouth. Viewer discretion.
Let the good vibes flow. It's Gorilla Cigar Lounge, the place to go. Politics, nerds, and the good old days. Grab your drink, join the talk, let's set it ablaze. Welcome to the lounge where the smokes rise high, where we talk what matters, no sugar, no lie. From galaxy far away to the world outside, Gorilla Cigar Lounge where legends reside. Starships and memories, debates get real. We're saving the world with a mic and some seal. Laughs and wisdom, we're bringing the heat. So pull up a chair, you're in for a treat. Welcome to the lounge where the smokes rise high, where we talk what matters, no sugar, no lie. From galaxy far away to the world outside, Gorilla Cigar Lounge where legends reside. Starships and memories, debates get real. We're saving the world with a mic and some seal. Laughs and wisdom, we're bringing the heat. So pull up a chair, you're in for a treat. Welcome to the lounge where the smokes rise high, where we talk what matters, no sugar, no lie. From galaxy far away to the world outside, Gorilla Cigar Lounge where legends reside. So spark up that stove, let's start the show. At Gorilla Cigar Lounge, let the conversation flow.
And hello, everyone, and welcome to, and I think I misnumbered our Cigar Lounge. I think it's supposed to be number 22. No, I did, yeah, I did drop number right. So, anyhow, so house cleaning here. If things work out Friday, I should end up doing a really long stream. I probably might do a really long stream there. Yeah, Thursday, I'm not sure if I'll be streaming yet. I sent a few invites out for Thanksgiving. People actually said yes, they actually want to eat my cooking, so I got people coming over here on Thursday. But anyhow, let's say hello to our panel. PvP, how are you doing?
Oh, not bad, not bad. It's been a decent weekend. You know, some productive time and some lazy ass time, but overall, I guess I can't complain too much. So yeah, decent.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Hello, Bill. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good, sir. Doing good.
You doing good?
Yep.
Yeah. I've been lurking in some of those karaoke streams. It's a lot of fun. Fun there. So I'm going off to sleep. You have a couple nights a week. You can have some music to fall asleep to, sung by some very, very fun people.
Yep.
Yeah. Sci-fi sit down. How are you doing?
Pretty good. Still alive and kicking.
Oh, that's always good. That's always the positive there. Jerem, how are you doing?
Not too bad. How you doing, Gorilla?
I was doing all right. Doing all right there. I was looking for your Saturday morning cartoons there, but you didn't have them this week.
No, I had to earn a little bit extra money.
Oh,
The germ has returned to infect us.
yeah. Someone got stuff. So, yeah, we were actually watching Prodigy. The season 2 of Prodigy is actually not too bad. A little bit of lazy writing. You still get that was it Star Wars Rebels vibes to it. But I thought it was still pretty decent there.
I
My kid's
hate
really
Star
enjoying
Wars.
it.
I hate Star Wars Rebels.
Right. Hey, start watching watch the Acolyte, then you'll love the Star Wars Rebels.
Well, if Dave Filoni is affiliated with it, hell no, I'll probably hate it worse.
Mm.
It has nothing to do with Dave Filoni. That's Star Trek. They don't touch.
No, Gorilla's talking about the alkali. If Dave Filoni is anything affiliated with that, no, thank you. I do not want to touch that with a 10-foot pole.
Yeah. And let's say hi to everybody in the chat. Well, we had Outlaw Bill, who's the first one. He's up on the panel. PvP says hi there, up on the panel. Little house stuff there. And Sit Dan, who's up on the panel. That's everybody that's here, unless the fucking UV Mux is screwing me again. Yeah, UV Mux screwed me on fuck. What was it?
Friday.
It would have Friday. Yeah, yeah. So
I see we've got Swift -1 in the chat. Hey,
oh, he
Hello,
must.
Swift.
Oh, we get our turquoise waving guys here. So Bill, you were mentioning backstage that your Broncos have won their game. Again, there any predictions on who's going to be in the Super Bowl?
no, I can't roughly say right now. It's anybody's game. It's still early to change, but
Yeah, because I don't really follow much football uh, there, but I know you're a fan there. You said you're there.
Well, my Broncos are just trying to make the wild card, and they're well on track to making that wild card. And
No, the wild
They got a good
cards.
chance.
Was that Jordan?
They got a good chance. It's a pretty down year for the NFL overall.
Denver's record is now 7-5, and they were almost handed the Chiefs their first loss, but unfortunately that didn't pan out because they got a blocked field goal right at the end. So that sucked. But
They must have been trying to go for a really long field goal.
no, it was only 32 yards,
Oh,
easily makeable by any team in the NFL.
okay, and they managed to
Uh,
block
a,
it.
li- a lineman, a lineman on the left side just fell backwards. Pretty
Oh,
Now I do have a question for PvP. Does PvP understand any of this, or is this country mainly a soccer country, or as they call it up there, football country?
You
They
you
have Canadian American.
you have never heard me talk about the CFL, Dan?
It's a
But
lot like the NFL.
Yeah, the CFL, NFL, it's football. It's like football, not soccer football. Like some people, make that mistake.
There was a player from a college back in the 90s, Rocket Ishmael, who played for Notre Dame, and
Hmm.
he passed on an NFL contract because the CFL give him like so many millions of dollars to go play in the CFL league.
I have
He
yeah,
didn't last very long in the CFL, but
I
he
vaguely
eventually did
no,
become a NFL player.
I do vaguely remember that name, but yeah, I don't think
He
it
was a
turned
big
out too
name, yeah.
well. I don't think it turned out overall too well for him in the long run, though. Yeah. Uh, but yeah, CFL. I mean, there's differences. The size of the field, the Canadian field is bigger than the American field. Uh, yeah, how many downs do you guys have? You have certain out. I think we have a different number of
Four.
downs. Yeah, we
Four.
have. I think it's 3 downs in the Canadian league. So there are these
We have
differences, but
4 downs to make 10 yards.
yeah, and ours is 3. So I mean, there's minor differences. It's still the same game, basically, though.
yeah.
But it is an American sport. We
ouch.
created it, we designed it, we own it.
Yeah, I'm not sure when the CFL goes back. It probably goes back to the 50s sometime, I think.
Hello,
I can.
LGG.
Hey, Pickles, how's it going? Pickles,
Hello.
hey guys. Hey, yes, LDD. If you listen to Salty stream today, I did defend your Project Prometheus, but I ended up getting distracted before I could push in more or
Uh-oh.
type in more. But I did defend uh your Project Prometheus. Well, let's see. When was the CFL founded?
Yeah, I can't remember the exact year, but
January 19th, 1958.
yeah, I figured it was sometime in the 50s. Yeah,
It
that makes sense.
is a is a merger between the Interprovincial Rugby Football Union and the Western Interprovincial Football Union. That were both, one was founded in 1907 and one was founded in 1936.
Okay.
All right,
Uh,
and since this is a little cigar lounge, I guess we'll talk a little about politics in my area. Seems like the California Democrats are playing the usual shenanigans, last minute vote counting to get their own candidates over the party line, which is
yeah,
unless they find them last minute counting, they're cheating basically.
So are they
well,
trying to count illegal votes like some other state was doing like a week
hey,
ago?
yeah, they openly defied the the Supreme Court there when they
Yes,
ruled you
that's
can't count
fucked.
That's
any vote.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, that's just fucked up, man. Like, fuck,
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, so the Fifth Circuit of the Supreme Court said you cannot count any votes or ballots that come in after January or November. Was it 5th this year?
So the
Yeah.
Democrats definitely do not believe in the rule of law. Then it sounds like.
Well, not this time around. And 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 Gorilla, um, I hate to say this, but there may have been a Supreme Court ruling, but then who's going to reinforce it in California? No one really. The law is only as good as people that are willing to enforce it. If they don't
Uh,
if they don't enforce the rules, there's no law at all.
well, this is why I'm kind of sad that Ted Cruz decided to step away from the um, DOJ position there. But Bill, I got a question
Not
from your
Ted
neck of the
Cruz.
woods there.
Yeah.
Talking about
Yeah,
Matt
Gates.
Gaetz or the
Or yeah, Matt Gates. Yeah, man. But Bill, how was it that Trump won Arizona, but that other asshole won the Senate seat? I thought you guys did. People would mostly do down
Because
ticket.
she's not liked in, she's not too well liked in here in Arizona. That's why.
Okay, okay. Because
The Carrie Lake was running for the seat in the Senate. Yeah, she's not really well. She was used to be. She used to do the news on like Channel 3 in Phoenix and for years, and she became this politician. She's kind of crazy. She's kind of crazy, Karen. But
yeah, no, but yeah, well, usually when people vote, they'll vote down ticket on the party they choose.
That's
That's why.
discounting the fact that a lot of people won't vote for a woman because they're
Yeah,
inherently not going to vote for a woman for a certain office because they're just playing the odds of they're not doing a good job.
yeah. And that's what the mainstream media has been going on for a week about everybody voting for women. But I voted for a woman for my representative,
And hopefully it wasn't Ilan Omar. Just
and
kidding.
she's not my fucking district, and I apologize on behalf of all sane Minnesotans for her.
Yeah,
All right, and let's see, LDG. He did hear salty. He said no worries. LDG, there's a link in the groups if you wanted to come up. I could always send it to. But
so were you saying that like the left is still trying to blame the right for not voting for women because we're all sexist, racist, scumbag pieces of shit? Is that
oh
what?
yeah, they even went after. They even went after. And they even went after the uneducated women.
Oh, the uneducated women, of course, right? Of course, yeah.
Yeah,
The ones that are pregnant in the kitchen and baking a cake or whatever, right? Yeah, got it. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh man, the lefties never give up, do they? They got to cling to their ideological stupidity, no matter what the fucking reality slaps them in the head. They just got to
Oh,
keep going.
well then the top it all off here. They're all calling us a bunch of election deniers and insurrectionists for the last 4 years, and now see the meltdowns, and they're claiming, oh, there was this cheating here, there was this cheating here.
Oh,
Okay,
no,
shut
let's
up.
investigate it. Let's investigate it.
Really? Eh?
I will
Yeah.
call for. I will sign. I will go with the investigation there. Just as long as as long as we can do the same thing for any election.
Yeah.
There's improprieties. Let's root it out.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
anybody would say that.
well, I have to say, even if the Democrats did cheat this election cycle, guess what? They still lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they lost by pretty big numbers. It seemed across the board too. So
Oh
yeah,
no no no! If you go on Twitter, it's the slimmest margin of victory in the history of all elections. You know, there's never been an election closer than this one.
Now that they invented 2 million votes in California that weren't there on election night.
Yeah. Well, I still don't know how Florida can count 99% of their ballots in 6 hours, but yet like California, Minnesota, Pennsylvania, all that they're still counting a week later.
Well, California has to figure out how many votes they have to print up to get the result they want.
You are misinforming people. No, most of those votes came in all that on the election day. It was only like Arizona and Nevada who took a long time, and Arizona was the
I,
longest holdout.
I know California still has 3 districts counting.
Yeah, and I gotta say, before the Democrats somehow found votes out of their asses, 10 of our counties here in California were turning red, but now it's a mixed bag. I think about half of them are turning blue, or most of them are turning blue now. They were turning red, but now they're turning blue. It seems.
And let's see, welcome JP's Tabernac. He goes, don't waste your money and time investigating it. That's a slippery slope. Well, if you get honest investigations there, why not? If there's nothing if there's no improprieties, then the investigation should show that.
yeah. I don't think defending democracy is a waste of time or money. Personally, I say you got to count and you got to count it right, and you got to get the accurate results for any election. Hopefully, I mean that's the ideal. I would think. If you want to have a democracy.
Oh, apparently there's a volcano going off.
Oh shit! Oh no!
Gee, is that me or is that a germ that's going off? Since you're saying a volcano's going
No,
off.
when they say America, they said it's in El Salvador. Who gives a shit?
El Salvador? Fuck. So you're talking like that's Central America then, right?
Yeah.
Well, Central is counted as part of North America.
No. North America is North America, Central America is Central America, South America is South America. There are three
There's
different.
only 2 continents: North
Exactly.
America and South America.
Well, last time I saw a map, it didn't include Central America and North America, but.
Oh, talk about that there, America there. I read the dumbest fucking thing today. So, you know how we all grew up learning that there's 7 continents, right?
Hmm.
Yep.
Apparently, we only have 6 now. Because when North America broke off from Europe there through tectonic forces, apparently that tectonic plate did not completely break, so therefore it's still connected. So therefore, they're saying North America is still technically part of Europe. There in the the Euro, the whatever plate it is. It's like, oh, you serious?
That
There's
is
3,000. That's not how it works. There's three
that
thousand
is
miles of ocean
fundamentally
separating it.
yeah, that is fundamentally untrue. The basic geology would tell anyone different.
So
Yeah,
is
but
that was that statement being put out by the rabid globalists that want to fuck us all over? Is that what people were
I'll see.
saying
I'll
that?
go.
Because that sounds like bullshit to me.
I
Uh,
would say this: you could make an argument that Europe and Asia can really be counted as one huge supercontinent because there's a landmass connecting those two continents. Unless there's a natural barrier to block the Asian side and the European side of it. If not, then
The
basically
Ural
it's just
Mountains are a separate continent, continental plate.
it's not showing me which one the source of that. I'd have to
Huh.
sit here and scroll forever through this news thing that
Oh.
I haven't figured out how to get rid of on my new phone.
New
Well,
problems
Yeah.
aren't they great?
I'll keep scrolling here.
it
But no,
sounds
it's like
it sounds like one of those stories on the web that any crazy person could have posted that. You know.
yeah, and it wasn't really like it was one of those kind of off kind of sites too.
Off the cuff, in other words.
Oh, like no, just one of those independent, out of the way news stories and stuff. So, hey, did you guys notice though that if you make a joke about that Wicked.com thing with the new Wicked movie, Google will actually censor you, and they'll even tell you they're censoring you.
Oh yeah.
You mentioned something about that in the last stream, didn't you?
Oh yeah, because I did it again in Salty's stream
Yeah.
there, and
Yeah.
yeah, it said Google moderation team sets comment removed from the YouTube moderation team.
That's not going to help the movie do well, is it? If all the
No,
people that are even trying to comment about the actual fucking movie are getting censored.
no. It's specifically related to the joke with the misprint on the packaging. They,
Okay.
they, they, they there. You can comment about the movie all you want, but if you but makes the joke there that if you want to learn more about Wicked, go to wicked.com for all your Wicked needs, and they will censor that. And
And your video is marked down right now, probably from you saying that.
yeah, and hey, Scurvy, how's it going?
Hey, Lemon.
Yeah, yeah. So I was like, oh, I can understand stuff slipped through, but I want like, didn't anybody proofread nothing
They
there?
assumed no one else had the website. It
Well,
was
a
probably
five.
news to everyone that they didn't. They probably applied for the web domain and just never checked that it was denied.
A 5-second Google search would have told them otherwise. And did I say hi to Scurvy? I can't remember. Hey, Scurvy.
Yes,
Yes.
you
He
did
goes, hey,
like 5 seconds
fruitcakes.
ago.
Yeah, he goes, hey, fruitcakes.
Hey, Scurvy.
Give me a break. It's all, I've been inhaling cleaner fumes all day. I've been deep cleaning the house there. I was actually almost wasn't able to stream tonight.
Well,
I cut
Why?
those wires on. I accidentally broke the wires on that phone jack.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I
But
haven't seen one of those things in maybe 20 years.
yeah,
I
well
almost forgot what those were.
that thing there has to be at least 40 years old. Because it's there when my parents were living here. It's always been there as long as I can remember. And it's been there probably as long as my sisters can remember.
It explains a lot of what all your internet troubles are too.
Well, I'm kind of limited on what I can have around here.
I would suggest at this point looking into like satellite or something. Because if that's the tech you're running off now, even satellite's better.
Well, that's just the phone jack, not the actual modem. This is a brand new modem.
Yeah, but you should be running that through your cable line.
That is my cable line.
That is an old fucking cable line.
Yeah.
That is not a T2 wire.
Let's see.
I'm pretty sure that most of us still remember what dial-up is, do we?
Dial up. What's
Since
that?
Dan, you weren't even alive for dial up, were you?
Well, I had it. My family had it growing up, so I didn't do it. And well, our internet connection was connected by the phone line. If you kept that as dial-up. unless
I,
the, unless that's the wrong thing.
I was a wee little lad for dial up. I'm older than you, sit Dan.
Yeah, I got my first computer in the late '90s, and I went directly to to the cable, and I never had dial-up.
Well, am I correct on what I'm describing, or am I dead wrong?
Well, I know
Dial
dial-up
up
was a
is
thing back, like back in the what mid '90s, maybe, but
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
sit
that's the
Dan.
old AOL system.
Yeah. Well, sit Dan. If your phone didn't make this sound while you're online.
It did. It did. It did.
Okay, then you had dial up. Well, let's see. Scurvy says my heater is not working. Not exactly a mercy where I am now. When AC doesn't work, it's another matter. Well, you can get a space heater that'll heat up a couple rooms in your house pretty decently, especially if you have like a more open plan for $30. I got a couple space heaters that I use throughout the winter. So, but I suppose Texas, but of course you guys call it freezing when it gets down to 70 degrees. We we call that unbearably hot up here. Oh, did you guys see my short I uploaded right before the stream?
Nope.
Was that
not
the
yet.
cat?
What?
Was that the cat one or the
Chicken one.
uh
No,
oh the chicken one?
no. Chicken one.
Never mind.
I thought the cat one and then the one with the bubble wrap.
No. I just uploaded one here of a poor design on the designer's thing there. I got these Harry Potter it's like a tube with Harry Potter there. On top they put the sorting hat, but it just looks like one giant turd for
For
Hershey's.
for the AI art generated artwork that it tried to generate for you. In other words.
No,
Oh no.
no. You got those plastic like candy cane tubes you get that are full of candy. Well, this
Yes.
one's full of Hershey's Kisses, and on top instead of like the candy cane look, it has the sorting hat from Harry Potter, but it just looks like a giant turd.
I've seen those in stores.
Yeah, Jim knows what I'm talking about. First thing my kid says goes, "Why does it have a giant turd on top of it?" Actually, I'll go get it.
I'm surprised they'd have a Harry Party marketing deal at this point. Okay, who stepped on the cat?
that'll be Outlaw Bill.
Shut up,
Outlaw Bill.
Grogu.
Outlaw Bill. Is that your baby monitor going off?
What?
Is that your baby monitor going off?
No,
No,
it's
here,
Grogu.
here, yeah. Here's your giant turd. You can't even see the face in it. And there's actually a little face in there, but yeah, there's a giant turd on top.
That's horrible. What the hell were they thinking when they designed that thing? God, it does look like a turd. Jesus.
Oh, we got a baby Grogu.
Mm-hmm.
How cute.
I still gotta watch The Mandalorian.
Yeah, well, from one scene in season 3, you probably know whoever watched it. You probably know which I'm thinking, where they use a real life prop for an effect in that TV show.
They use a $20,000 Grogu in that show.
No, that's not too bad, I suppose, if it's animatronic.
Yeah, shut up. Shut up, Grogu. Be quiet.
And
Quiet, man.
let's see. Scurvy says, "Yeah, when it hits 50s, That is cold for me. That's Speedo weather. 50 degrees, I'll be out there strutting around in a damn Speedo. Yeah, when it's 50, it's cold for me. It's relative to what you are used to. I can tolerate very hot weather, though. Huh? Then he also says a sorting turd. Uh, so is The Mandalorian worth watching, Bill?
The first season.
Only the first?
I'd say give it the first 2 seasons, but after you see Luke
Oh, pretty
Skywalker,
crap.
there's no need to ever watch any more episodes.
Oh.
Yeah, because for what I hear, they backtracked in season 3. Basically, for what I hear, season 1 was great, season 2 was okay, and season 3 was complete crap.
Oh.
So basically, it went downhill after Gina Carano left.
This new series is
Yeah,
coming out on the 3rd. The Skeleton Crew comes out on the 3rd.
oh yeah, it looks like shit. That looks like someone tried to make Goonies into Star Wars.
Watch it to see how crappy it is.
Oh, that little shit. She drew all over my underneath my desk here. I just noticed it. But no, I was thinking of watching The Mandalorian, but wasn't sure there. And Salty was trying to defend Disney, saying that they fired for Gino Carano because she was running her mouth. I was like, well, a lot of those people in Disney run their mouth, so they should. They can't fire one for their beliefs, and they're talking. If they're going to allow other actors to run their mouth for the opposite side.
Well, the thing is, it seems like that if they're not in lockstep with their totalitarian ideology, then they're out of there.
Yeah, and that's why they're getting sued, and it's actually getting somewhere. It may have passed Discovery. That's the last I heard.
Yeah, Discovery usually lasts 6 months, 12 months. Depends on how much stuff there is to dig up.
And how much they try to scrub their servers and delete everything.
Yeah, that too.
It's funny how all these so-called left wingers or left of center people, especially here in the U.S., just basically hammer away at people that are right of center or right wing, just to say, "Oh, we're all superior," and yet they use the same language as their opposition does.
Oh yeah, yeah. Shit's just getting bad. All right. It's like they're trying to say neither side has good ideas or anything. Oh, if anybody's wondering, today's cigar of choice is the Swisher Sweets Maui Pineapple.
Mm.
Oh, dear God. Why do you do that
Oh.
to yourself?
Pineapple, huh? So tell me, Gorilla, can you make a slushy without cigar flavor?
Hey, if you want to make a slushy out of cigars, be my guest.
So
I'm
does it
just-
taste, does it taste like a pineapple there, Gorilla?
Yep, it smells like a pineapple.
There you go.
It's amazing because there's nothing close to a pineapple in it.
Oh, it doesn't even have the ingredients in here.
I wonder why. They don't want you to know what's in there.
It's okay. You really don't want to know what's in there.
Yeah.
So, any of you gonna see the new Gladiator 2 movie?
I'll take
It just
a pass.
came out.
I'll take a pass.
Came out this week.
From what I hear, that movie's getting mixed to bad reviews. I mean, well, I was going to spoil it a little bit from what I hear on YouTube, unless you guys don't want any spoilers.
Hey, just a second, then. Is it critics saying that it's bad, or is it the fans or people who actually watched it saying it's bad.
Oh, well, the critics are mixed on it. The fans are somewhat. They're saying it's okay to good, roughly. The fans are.
All right, so if the critics are saying it's bad, then it must be
It
really
only
good.
came out this Friday. It's only been out for 3 days.
Yeah, no one's
And,
really
and,
seen
na-
it.
a national release anyway in the state side.
Uh, hey, Thomas Potts, how's it going? Here, let's catch up on chats here real quick. JP says, "Oh, pineapple gorilla is one of the fancy swingers." Damn right. Next will be vanilla, chocolate and vanilla. Quiet. I'm trying to sleep at work. Hey, no, hey, Scruffy. No one's trying to stop you there. But welcome to the stream, Thomas. And down here in Texas, we don't cotton to a man in a speedo smoking fruity cigars. It's Screwy saying it to
That's a good
Thomas.
one.
No,
Apparently, Gladiator 2 is doing quite horribly in the
no.
box office. It didn't clear 56 million.
Yeah,
Well, a lot of movies do
the
bad
only,
in the box office.
the only review I saw on YouTube was if you like your Gladiator with no masculinity in it, this is the movie for you.
Yeah,
So it
but
doesn't sound
no,
too good.
yeah, but I don't trust the critics anymore. I'll go with the fan there. It's because what was that? What was that? Was that Velma that had like the critics raving about
Oh,
it
fuck.
97% and the audience gave it 3%?
Oh yeah, I never trust critics. This was like one of the YouTube channels where they review films, so it
Yeah,
wasn't like
yeah,
the
no,
official
no,
critic or anything.
no, but it was a Rotten Tomatoes where the critics gave the show or movie. I can't remember. I think it was Velma, but I'm not quite sure. They were giving it a 97% approval rating, while the audience gave it a 3% approval rating. I think it
Yeah,
was Velma.
I wouldn't be. Well, they do that all the time. They always give high ratings to every piece of shit, and the fan base puts their rating in, and it's way way lower generally. So yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't trusted. Last critics I enjoyed listening to were Siskel and Ebert, and half of that was because I'd love to watch those fuckers argue with each other and piss each other off. That was kind of fun. But yeah, fuck, I have no use for like mainstream critics anymore. Like they can just go take a hike.
Yeah, because it seems like the most of them. I mean, even these so-called freelancers now that they used to be freelancers about 10 or 20 years ago, they're now part of the established critics. Now they are, and they're paid off.
Yeah.
That's the problem. I think
Well,
the studios basically buy them, right?
Here you have Wicked, came in at number 1,
Huh.
shown on 3,888 screens, and
Hmm.
okay.
That's a
Ghost
lot
Runner.
of
Gladiator 2 is number 2, Red One is number 3.
that doesn't make a lot of sense. I know why Wicked is doing so well because it's translating from the theater community because they think it's a adaptation of the theater show,
A lot
but
of women are
it's
Well,
going to go see
actually
it.
even gayer than the theater show.
well, actually, I'm starting to wonder if that misprint wasn't on purpose to get people talking about it. Because everybody's making the jokes about the misprint there, but we're still
Anyway,
talking about
that
the
is the
Wicked.
weekend box office for this weekend. And like I said, both Wicked and Gladiator opened up this week.
God, I don't recognize any of the bloody movies on that list, pretty much, other than Gladiator.
Red One stars The Rock, Dwayne Johnson.
Oh, okay. Wow, does Hollywood ever suck these days? Like, fuck. I remember, years ago, decades ago, like in the 80s or something, you'd have like the top 10 movies released, and they'd be all like really, good films that we all still remember. And like this shit, fuck, who's going to remember this crap in 10 years? Jesus.
Well, I guarantee you I'll remember Wicked from their misprint.
Yeah, that's probably the only reason, eh? Shit.
Yeah, and another reason why is probably because of all the controversies that the stupid actresses made about a certain a poster and other things among that too, probably.
Now let's see. JP says, "Sleep at work. What the fuck? Are you a city worker?" Yeah. He goes, "Hello, bye." And Jerm probably remembers this one. Remember the cartoon named The Critic?
Oh yeah, it sucked.
Yeah, I remember that, but I never watched it because I thought it would suck. So
Uh, I don't know. Some of today's stuff might give you a run for your money on it being actually maybe be good.
I'll give it credit. It was funnier than The Simpsons, but even at that time, The Simpsons has completely jumped the shark.
Um, uh, Germ, which version of The Simpsons are you talking about? Because The Simpsons run for 30 years plus now. Which versions are you talking about?
The time The Critic came out, that was the late '90s, I believe. So it would have been around season 5 or 6 for The Simpsons. And to be
Yeah.
honest, season 3 or season 4 is when The Simpsons stopped being any good.
yep, I stopped watching Simpsons around the end of season 4. It was just getting
Uh,
boring at that point.
I stopped watching around season 33.
Oh, poor bastard! Oh, why would you do that to yourself, Gorilla?
Me and the ex there, we went through when they did the 550 episode spectacular
Oh
on
my god!
FX there. We went through all 555 episodes.
Oh my god! And you're still you're still actually your brain is actually still functionally working after that
Hey, hey,
experience.
hey,
That's
hey,
amazing.
hey, if I can sit through a few episodes of Velma, I'm pretty sure I'll be fine watching through 550 episodes of The Simpsons.
So you were with your missus at that point, and she insisted you watch The Simpsons with her. It
Well,
sounds like.
we both enjoyed the show.
Okay, so she was basically saying, if you want Nookie, you got to watch The Simpsons.
No, not necessarily.
I think Gorilla was a little busy with something else to actually acknowledge what was on the TV. He wasn't really
Yeah,
paying
that
attention
sounds
to what Gorilla was doing.
that sounds a hell of a lot better
He
than
was
watching
having
it.
his fun. She
Oh
just had
boy,
to
Uh,
have the distraction.
yeah. Oh boy.
hey, that TV could make some good distractions there for a good 20 minutes. Huh?
Is
Oh
After
boy.
20
that,
minutes all you need? That poor woman.
uh, no, I could go for a while there, but sometimes you just have to do the quickie there when the kid's still awake.
I do have to say, I do somewhat enjoy the Simpsons Tree of Horrors episodes sometimes, though. But it's been years since I last watched the the Simpsons. But I do enjoy the Treehouse of Horror episodes, though. I find those somewhat bizarre yet somewhat entertaining.
Yeah,
Those were the only ones I ever bothered watching after about season 4, because generally the Treehouse of Horror ones were pretty creative and pretty funny. Even in later seasons, so for some reason it seemed like the writers and they get their head out of their ass for one episode and actually do something worth watching. So yeah, those are generally pretty good. I found anyway.
yeah, yeah. Thomas agrees. Sometimes I watch the Treehouse of Horrors. I actually got to figure. Maybe next year we'll do a Treehouse of Horror marathon there for horror month.
Yeah,
Well, I do.
October. Yeah, October would be good to do one of those. Yeah.
I do
Yeah,
have a question. When did the Tree of Horrors episodes start coming out on The Simpsons? Was it at the beginning of the series, or did they did those for later seasons?
very
For those,
beginning,
Yeah, they
very
had one in
beginning.
season 1.
Yeah. And let's see, Thomas, me, I remember. He remember. So Scurvy remembers the critic. There, no, but the Treehouse of Horrors were always pretty good. There, I remember the one I remember the most is when Ed bought a new house, is the Axberger house. There, I think that's the one that got devoured by because it got built on an ancient graveyard. Unless I'm mixing two episodes together.
Did that storyline sound any way familiar to you, Gorilla?
The Poltergeist.
There you go.
Well, and Family Guy probably might rips off that episode plot too, because that's the only Family Guy episode that rings a bell for me too, though.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
both Family Guy and Simpsons, pretty much all their special episodes are rip-offs of other stuff.
Yeah. And Thomas says season 2 that it started. Yeah. So it's still fair right at the beginning. Oh shoot. Let's see. Thomas says I like the one where King and Kodos replace. Oh yeah, Bob Doyle. Yeah. Well, did Bob Doyle go up against Clinton in both
No,
elections, or which, or just one?
1996.
96 that was okay. 'Cause-
George H. was the first one.
oh yeah, because he's going up for re-election. Which he must have really sucked if he only made it one term.
Well,
Well,
he had that whole "reading my lips, no new taxes" thing, and then there was new taxes, and people kind of took that harshly, and they fell for Clinton's slick ass bullshit.
Oh yeah.
Kind of like all the women that Bill had his little tryst with, and then Hillary had to make go away one way or another.
I did not have sex with that woman. No, I still think that was pretty slick of him to look the lawyer right in the eye and go, define the term is, and then he goes, well, is this true? Well, is this true? Is this true? Define the word is.
They should have got him shot.
Yeah, secret, but you got to remember he had a couple good Secret Service people. But anyhow, and to our YouTube overlords, we are not endorsing there. That was a joke, clearly a joke on our panelist side. He was telling us a joke. Let's see, one election for Bob Doyle. Bob Doyle doesn't do 2 elections. Well, he probably tried in when it was Junior's turn.
well, I do have to say
And he
that
was quite old when Junior came along.
I will say
Oh,
that the only president to serve one term now, and in my recent time, will be Joe Biden. This is going to be his first and last 4-year term because he's too damn old to see now to run again.
well, no, he could try to run again, but he wasn't. He wa- he just fucking sucked, and people are gonna remember that. Let's see.
Uh,
Oops, go ahead, Jerm.
let's be honest. Old Joe isn't going to be around by the time 2028 hits.
Now, he'll be in a nursing home on life support probably, or having his brain hooked up to something to try to keep his brain alive.
He'll be a head in the jar next to Walt Disney.
But let's see. Ross Perot took a lot of votes from Bush, and you should be surprised. I should get myself a cookie for saying that right. I was about to say Perot, but it's Perot. And Scurvy says depends on what the word Willie means. Hey, I wonder how much that cigar that was inside Monaco. Uh, People have paid for that one. Scurvy says Biden in 2040. Now we know that scurvy has officially lost it. Let's make a sane asylums great again.
Well, I have to say that 16 years from now, and if Biden is still kicking, he'll be in his hundreds probably by then.
No, he'd be 97.
Yeah, Biden can barely function now. I don't think he's going to be around too many more years.
No, he'd be older than that.
I think Biden was born in 1942. Yeah, I think he was.
Yeah, so he'd be 98.
November 20th, 1942. And hey, Jim, how's it going? Welcome, welcome.
Hey,
We're just
Jim.
having a we're just having a laid back stream tonight. No specific topic. We can kind of bouncing all over the place there.
I do have a question. I mean, it's probably way too early to ask this till it comes around. But who do you think the Dems will elect for 2028 for their candidate? Even though it's about 4 years off,
Oh God.
but um, but
Oh.
but every party has to select their candidates early. You
Well, the
like
only two that would really even have there's only a couple that really have a chance. I don't think Oprah would have much of a chance there, especially this last way she was
Oprah.
running.
Oh God, no.
Yeah. Hey, Jim, I sent it to you directly on X. I know I sent it specifically to you on X 1 hour ago.
I thought Oprah was going to bail and leave America, like most of them are.
Oh, none of them left.
Oh,
No, not a single one of
they're
them
all
left.
full of shit.
didn't
Yeah,
Degeneres and her lover go over to the UK? That's what they were saying, weren't they?
Yes, and they finally moved there officially.
yeah.
Well, good luck to
No,
them in the UK because that's a cesspool right now. So good luck to them.
hey, there's only three people I can see actually w- actually having halfway decent chance. That there you got obviously Michelle Obama there.
Mm,
AOC is now can run for president, and she has quite a following on for a politician on Instagram and Twitter and stuff. And then you got Galvin Newsom there. You'll have the young ladies going, I voted for him because he has fuck me eyes. Oh God, I'll never forget that.
Oh my
They
god.
voted for him for that.
Well, I do have to say if they dig up his record in California in 2028, they were like, if he ran California like this, oh hell no, we don't want him in 2028 for president.
I don't know. They shoehorned that last Californian in there. Democrats love Californians.
Well, we do have the largest share of votes in the Democrat pool anyway, even though most of us here in the state hate our own state government, though.
And hey, Jim, you got a
Well,
black screen there. I'm hoping
pardon
you're.
me. I haven't refreshed the page.
Here for a second, I thought as soon as I see a black screen, I was like, "Oh fuck, we're gonna man, someone's using somehow someone got the link for Jim's there. We're gonna see a dick there using Jim's name." No, but it's just a black screen. Or you got something up there on the screen. I can't. It looked like a
I'm
red
working on it.
dots.
I'm working on it.
it looks
No,
like
Coming
is
to you
is,
now.
is 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 Jim in the lower depths of hell or something over that
Yeah.
screen? It looks like I could see the devil getting his pitchfork in there any second now.
I put ships up as some bitch that want to put it up, you mother fracking.
That's weird. Jeez.
yeah, motherfucker.
It's like you got a background, but no avatar in a way. That's
There
weird.
we go.
Okay.
I got the Ferengi ships up there for you there.
All right. There you go.
And let's see. Thomas says Jimmy Carter can run again. He was able to vote. He's still alive?
I believe he is. Isn't he like
Yeah.
100 now or some fucking thing? It's
I don't think
ridiculous.
you're
Yeah.
on TV.
Hey.
Yeah,
Been in hospice
joined-
care for almost a year now.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna. I guess if he wouldn't run, he'd be more like just pushing his wheelchair instead of running.
and Thomas says new scum. No, it's new scum.
Scum.
And I would vote for Elon, but he cannot. He is not eligible to run for president of the United States. He can run for Congress, but he cannot run for president because the president has to be born in the United States. States it has to be. Well, he's past the 35. The requirements for the president is you have to be 35, and you've had to be born in the United States. He was born
So
in South Africa.
okay,
But he's also 52.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, he's ineligible to run though.
Now,
And
crap.
we got Jim's Breach 4 launch today.
Darn
I seen
right.
that. I just didn't get a chance to run it.
I launched
Well,
it
they
early.
can run wall. Yeah, they can run walls. Oh man, they dug so much dirt up on him. There's no way he would survive through the primary process. They dug so much crap up on him.
Well, they even have to dig it up as stuff he was proud of.
Well, yeah, and it's stuff he lied about. When he had no reason to lie. Okay, you served 24 years in the National Guard. Great. Now, why are you trying to say you were higher rank than you actually were? Stuff like that, or saying you were in Hong Kong at the time of the Tiananmen Square when you were in Nebraska at the time. You didn't go there till August. It's just little stuff like that they just kept prodding at. And Scurry says Michelle Obama had no chance. No, no, I didn't say that she had a chance. I said they're their best chance.
No one's
Her
going to vote
tiger.
Michelle Obama.
Yeah.
Not
Let's
even
see.
her core constituency of black women would vote for Michelle Obama.
She's got too much baggage, I would think.
Yeah, that baggage happens to be hanging between her legs.
Yeah, let's see. Her tirade against male gender seals her fate. I never heard that her tirade though. Let's see. Carter Malays forever. Remember the Carter statue in The Simpsons? No, I do not.
No, because I had quit watching it by that point.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see. Musk is from South Africa, so it's racist to hate him. I don't know. The MSNBC was going after a lot of the African people a week after the election there.
So that makes most of the left wing media racist. Then I'm guessing, since
Yeah,
they
well,
love to hate Musk.
we could have told you that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Walt's committed a crime when he helped his son vote. Can you elaborate on that, Thomas? Because I don't know what exactly was illegal.
His
Well,
son isn't
and
qualified to vote, I don't think, because he has mental defects.
I thought anybody could vote in this country.
You're not supposed to be allowed to register to vote if you're considered mentally incompetent.
Let's see.
Yeah, to which if you go by Germ's logic, that's about half the voter base is mentally incompetent.
Well, if you're mentally incompetent, you get to run for Congress or the House, but you can't vote. Is that it? Okay, bad joke. Hey, that's a good Tiananmen Square joke there, Lemon.
Yeah.
Y'all remember the guy in front of the tank, don't you?
I'm sure Walt
Oh
thinks
yeah.
he was the guy in front of the tank.
Yeah.
I always wonder what happened to that poor fucker, but they probably hauled him off and killed him, no doubt.
No, they didn't haul him off. They just scraped him up.
Okay.
Okay. The according to findlaw.com, some states have special rules about voting with a disability. According to the Americans with Disabilities Act, anyone with a mental disability who understands what it means to vote can vote in federal elections. This article, and it's got the defining here. If you have a disability, voting laws in the U.S. have changed over the years. Only a small group of people could vote when the founding fathers signed the Constitution. This group consists of white males who own land and at least 21 years old. Blah blah blah. Yeah, I think it depends on the state. So I think Minnesota probably allows it.
Blah 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 blah. Is that what you said?
Well, I was going blah 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 through the beginning stuff.
I know, I know.
Yeah. Let's see. Thanksgiving week, eh? Mine passed by a while ago. Yeah, well, ours is just gearing up. I got the turkey in the fridge. I got to go. Oh, shit. I know I forgot to get today. Damn it. I'll have to get it tomorrow. Some
What's
liquid
that? So
smoke.
really, I thought was some pumpkin pie or some nice apple pie for you to enjoy.
No, that's the stipulation to my aunt coming over. She brings the pie. Because I
But
don't have the money to get a pie yet.
you already got the turkey?
Oh, yeah, because Jim left it in the freezer like 2 years ago. And so I just put it in my freezer there and he left it in the freezer at work there. And then we're cleaning out the fridge. He goes, "Hey, do you want a turkey?" Yeah, I'll take a turkey.
So, Gorilla, do you know how to make mashed potatoes the old-fashioned way with some gravy?
We're going dumplings. I'm doing dumplings. I'm taking the time to do dumplings.
Oh,
And
you
fuck, I need eggs.
poor delusional gorilla.
What's wrong with
You gotta go
dumplings?
mash. You gotta go mash potatoes.
I'll have leftover mashed potatoes from the dumplings.
What's the point of
Cause
having
it
both?
only,
You can have mashed
cause then
potatoes, some
it,
garlic, pepper, butter.
yeah,
You're good.
then on Friday morning I can have fried dumplings.
Yeah, some mashed potatoes with some gravy, then maybe some nice slice of bread or garlic bread if you know how to cook it in the oven, and just eat it with your mashed potatoes and dip your turkey in the gravy and go, delicious. That's a good Thanksgiving meal right there.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm
and
having
let's see.
gonna have another coronary
Yeah,
listening to this.
Yeah, I feel like I got to go and cook something right now. Holy shit.
That's me teasing you, food trolling you guys.
Oh man, I'm getting hungry now. Shit.
yeah. Well, I had some freaking delicious ribs today. Man, they were just were falling right off the bone and stuff.
Wow.
I sat there and smoked them for 5 hours. So at
Wow.
180.
Well, if you took 5 hours to prepare them, they better be fucking good.
Well, you just put them on the smoker and leave them alone.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and he was standing with his son while he was voting, pointing to who to vote for. Tech. Oh, okay. I'm not sure how Minnesota law reads, but yeah, I think that is probably that should be illegal in Minnesota.
Yeah, if he needs that much direction to figure out how to fill out a ballot, he shouldn't be competent enough to register to vote.
Yeah, but you gotta remember they're voting in the blue state.
Well, I mean, didn't dead people vote in the previous election? So, you know.
Oh yeah,
We
because
had good
oh
people
yeah,
voting
well,
here. We had
yeah,
non-people voting here.
Well,
No
there
well
you
names
heck,
go.
on
we had the
ballots.
yeah,
There you go. I mean,
well
mental incompetence shouldn't be a barrier then if you have dead people and non-people voting. uh, oh, it's a sad situation.
oh, but Bill wants us to change the topic here.
Okay, I'm
Hmm.
I'm I'm good with that.
All right, Bill, what would you like to talk about?
Anything but politics right now.
Well, let's get through these last political comments and then we'll change subject.
Yeah, finish
According
the
to my
super chat off.
county records, they received 74 complete. Blank. Did they? Well, at least well, if they're mentioned, then they probably didn't get counted. And I have Italian food for Thanksgiving. I'm not a turkey person. Oh
Oh
god,
wow.
oh god. I remember this was like 20 some years ago. Our for Thanksgiving there, my aunts there and there, they'd all take turns hosting Thanksgiving for whatever reason. Well, it was after my grandma died. The aunts took turns, and my dad took turns hosting Thanksgiving and stuff. And well, Sherry, she didn't like turkey either. So what she did, she ordered barbecued ribs for everybody at the house there. They had it catered in. I was like, and my dad just drew a fit that the whole 2.5 hours drive home. We just had to listen to this fucking Thanksgiving. You're supposed to have a fucking turkey, no fucking barbecued ribs. Blah blah blah. We had to listen to that the entire car ride home, and that story got told at her funeral.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, Lacey
Wow.
made sure to. Lacey remembered that one. I actually almost
Oh
forgot
man.
about it until Lacey brought it up. I was like, "Oh yeah, I remember that now."
Wow.
And I don't like turkey either. Okay? Here's a good topic. What's everybody having for Thanksgiving besides the usuals: turkey, mashed potatoes, and gravy and stuffing?
Well,
Maybe so,
Thanksgiving here was back in October, so I'll have to take a pass on that one.
it's probably ham if my mom is able to get around to help us cook it.
Yeah, violating Thanksgiving tradition by having ham instead of turkey.
Well, ham and turkey.
No.
Well, you said
Okay, that's
anything.
acceptable.
Well, you
That's
said.
acceptable.
Well, grill it. You said anything else besides turkey and ham. The next thing after turkey is ham, usually on Thanksgiving.
Okay, that's acceptable. Usually, well, I'm getting a duck for Christmas though. Bill, how about you? What are you gonna have?
I think Bill stepped away from his mic because if you
No, I'm here.
Yeah.
I am gonna have term turkey. Oh, that's the plan anyway. I gotta go pick my turkey up from the Safeway. I'm just
Oh,
getting the and
yeah.
I gotta
I
go
was
pick it up on Wednesday.
yeah. I was surprised to see that they had a turkey at Walmart there for 68 cents a pound. They're pretty good sized turkeys.
Walmart seems
Uh,
to often have the best deal on turkeys, I've noticed, actually.
yeah. Jeremy, anything out of the ordinary for food for you?
Lack of food.
Oh,
I
you're
don't.
not.
I don't eat on Thanksgiving usually. Not
Oh,
anymore.
well, I would say this: if his Asian wife comes to the U.S. and marries him, his religion will have Asian food for Thanksgiving usually, unless his wife is want to learn how to cook Thanksgiving American style food.
Hey, there's a reason I'm paying her to go to culinary school.
hey, hey, Cynthia, you just said an oxymoron there. You said his wife, but yet if he marries her.
Oh.
Uh,
Oh.
So is it his wife or his or his girlfriend?
Pick one.
His fiance, somewhere
Or
in between.
That depends
remember?
if the mother-in-law has anything to say about it.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, she hates me.
Well, boy,
Why?
I
Hey,
will say.
Trev, just remember 811.
Yeah, and there's another thing. If anything, if and if you don't like your wife's mom, because then you won't like your wife later on in life because she'll turn into her mother from what they say and that stereotype.
well, and this is good advice for any guy there. They don't turn into their moms. If you ever get into a fight with your girlfriend, your spouse, and all that, don't tell her to calm down. That never works and all that. Just tell her that she's acting like her mother, and she'll suddenly realize that she's acting completely and nuts and insane, and she'll change her ways.
Yeah, and just in time for her to explain it to the court-ordered therapist after she puts a little bit of cyanide in your coffee.
So I'm
Let's
just
see.
wondering, Gorilla, did that advice work for your two exes? Just wondering.
Well, you just use the term there. There, what do you think?
I couldn't resist. Sorry, man.
Let's see. Scurvy says, "Mongo, vote this way." So
Mongo.
Twilight. I'm not sure what that Twilight. Oh no, Thomas wants to talk. No, we're not. I haven't even seen the last one there. So yeah, pizza, Thomas. Yeah, my friend is invite me to her family's Thanksgiving. And they will serve ribs. I love it. Ah,
There you go.
God, that's just not right on Thanksgiving.
It should be turkey or ham most of the time, should it not?
Turkey.
I prefer turkey personally. Yeah. If I wasn't so fucking lazy, I would actually cook a turkey. But man, that's a lot of work.
Because I'm gonna smoke. I'm gonna sit there and set my alarm for every couple hours. There, I'm gonna smoke the fucking bastard.
No, man, that sounds good.
Well, PvP, did you at least have ham on you guys' Thanksgiving?
I'm not a big ham fan. I mean, I've had ham a couple of years because it's easier to cook. But I really love turkey. But the trouble is, I slow cook it in the oven, and it's usually about 4.5 hours, and it's great. But you got to get it out in the morning. Well, first of all, I put it in a bucket of water the night before just to thaw the damn thing, right? Take it out of the freezer, and you got to thaw it overnight. Then you got to rinse it off in the sink and take all the giblets and the neck and all that shit out of the cavity. You pull all that crap out, rinse it all out, and then you got to put it on the fucking, roaster pan or whatever before you put it in the oven. Then you got to do the stuffing, and you got to get the bread and the onions and the garlic and the seasoning and blah blah blah. And you're stuffing the damn
Oh,
turkey, and it's like a
oh,
whole day's work basically. Potatoes,
oh,
carrots, all the rest. It's like a whole day's work.
oh, you put a lot more work in it than I do.
Okay, what's your magical secret?
Well, I keep the giblets and everything in there. I brine it a couple days ahead of time. Every night I'll put a little bit more liquid smoke on it. I'll put a little bit liquid smoke and seasoning. I'll season
Hmm.
the shit out of it. Then I'll just throw it on the smoker, let the smoker do most of the work and keep the giblets inside. Then put the stuffing and the mashed potatoes and the dumplings on the side, on the stove
Oh,
itself. I don't stuff it inside
I
the turkey.
see. I like to put stuffing in the turkey because then the turkey juices get into the stuffing and it's really good. So I don't have a smoker either, so that's totally different. A different preparation ritual, I guess we have, Gorilla.
Yeah. And JP said, yeah, I had that ham back in October. Lasagna, JP's. Yeah. And
Well,
let's see.
ham's okay, but I prefer turkey.
Yeah, and even before I lost my upper teeth, I never really liked turkey. I would only eat mashed potatoes and mac and cheese. See, I am so fucking sick of mac and cheese. Once this kid grows up, I'm never eating it again.
Maybe you
And
feed
girl,
the kid too much mac and cheese.
yeah, well, I'm getting a change of that. Let's see. Girl probably drives around and runs turkeys down. We don't even have wild turkeys around here, I don't think. Remember, Salty said his mother cooked the turkey in the microwave. No, I did not. I don't
Oh,
remember that.
that sounds
I'll,
nasty.
I'll have to ask him about that.
That doesn't sound right.
Let's see. Ribs are a form of ham. Pork ribs, anyhow. Uh, I'll let you fly at that.
Close enough.
Look what smoke is shit. Hey, I like to call again. I like to call again liquid smoke. So, hey,
Uh-oh.
PvP, do you want to read this one?
Well, it's the same thing you just put up. You
You
sure
doing the
on
This
next
one?
that?
one?
Yeah, you maybe want the next one.
This one says PvP says you gotta have turkey that goes on.
That's not
Well,
going
No,
on your
no,
highlight.
I'm seeing the liquid smoke one.
There it
well,
is.
Okay,
that's one.
lemon pie
There you
says
go.
PvP says you got to have turkey. Then goes on about what a pain in the ass it is to have turkey. Well, it's true. I love turkey, but it's the damn preparation that I hate.
You
You
don't
know.
have to roast the turkey. You can prepare it. You can prepare it other ways,
Uh,
better ways.
I always cook it the way my mom used to cook it in the oven. And that's just what I do. But
yeah. And JP says turkey is only good on a club sandwich. And welcome,
There you
Connie.
go,
Welcome,
JPs.
welcome. She goes, hey, everyone. Welcome, Daniel's Hot Topics. She goes, mac and cheese most certainly lost its flavor. Like, I'm gonna start. I should try making my own homemade mac and cheese.
well, mac and cheese,
Uh,
it's okay once in a while when you don't feel like doing a lot of work. But I couldn't live on this stuff. That's for sure.
yeah. And let's
Just
see.
don't do that Kraft mac and cheese stuff. You
Yeah,
get
Yeah,
that's
I learned my
noodles,
favorite.
okay. Just get real cheese. You
yeah.
make
Yeah,
the
Kraft,
real
Kraft,
spices you want,
yeah.
and then mix it up yourself.
yeah,
Kraft dinner's really turned into shit in recent years. I gotta say, like it used to be good, like 30 years ago or something. But fuck, it's pretty bad now. It really is.
oh yeah. I made that mistake by buying the Kraft Deluxe because they were on sale. Now I figure out why they were on sale. But but I figured out how I can make my own cheese curds.
Cool.
Yeah, you sit there, you boil a bunch of heavy whipping cream there, then you have to add a little bit of vinegar, and then you scoot. Then it forms like the cheese curds on top there, and it makes like the
Yeah.
mozzarella cheese.
Wow.
Let's see, Grub grocery stores here can make a turkey for you, and you just pick it up. Yeah, I just went and bought one that was in the or well actually this one was given to me, but usually I just go directly and just buy the one that's like 98 cents or whatever a pound.
Yeah, I've heard of those where you can get a whole turkey meal dinner cooked and just pick it up, but I don't know if any of the supermarkets around here do that actually. I'm not sure any of them do it. I haven't noticed anyway if they do.
Well, a few of them
Yeah.
probably do. It just takes a lot of work and effort to do all that, and most of them don't have the time or just don't want to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Uh, let's see. Kind of saying hi to
Hey,
everybody.
Carney.
JP says, growing up, my dad's work used to give ham for Thanksgiving and turkey for Xmas. That's
Right.
backwards. That's backwards. Let's see. Barbecue is the best way to eat turkey. I'll take your word for it. My cousin makes a great smoked turkey. Yeah, I really wish I could deep fry him there, but I kind of hesitate because no, my dumbass, I'll probably have a fireball sky high there.
You just
Well, it
have
won't
to
be a problem if you thaw the damn thing.
Yeah.
you just have to video it for us on YouTube, Gorilla. So when your kitchen explodes, we all get to
No, you
join you in
got
the
no. That's
entertainment
an out.
value.
No, that goes on the outside there. Those specifically go outside, and
Oh yeah, you can
and
film it
and,
outside.
and the fire department preferably ask you to do it 25 feet from any structure.
There you go. Well, you can still videotape it and share it when when it all goes horribly wrong.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Tell the thing about it, I don't know if this turkey will fit in my smoker.
Uh oh.
Yeah,
That's what she said.
yeah.
Okay.
And
Boy,
JP says Kraft mac and cheese with wieners.
Well, that might help it a
Nah,
bit.
nah. I'll go back to great
yeah.
value. If I'm gonna have a shitty mac and cheese, might as well save some money. And Thomas says there is a bar near me that makes mac and cheese with little bacon bits and with barbecue sauce on it. Oh, that's just about as good as uh uh where was that place? They cut up some chicken breasts, in front, grill them up, Then they put the actual real cut up bacon into the mac and cheese. I think that we had that up at when we went to what's that actor who started Wahlburger. There we go.
Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, he has a restaurant up in the Mall of America.
So does Mike Wahlberg's restaurant serve burgers? I'm just curious.
Mark.
Yeah,
Mark.
yeah,
Mark. Mark, not Mike.
I said Mark.
yeah. He
You
did
said
say Mark.
Mike.
No, I said Mark.
You said Mike.
I said Mark.
You said Mike.
I heard
Okay, but anyhow, no, they do serve burgers there, but they have some very good mac and cheese.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. John Kerry's wife is part of the family that owns Kraft. Oh, that fucking explains it. And everybody's saying hi here.
Hey, do you
Oh,
guys ever buy Heinz ketchup or do you buy like the no name stuff? Because I find the no name stuff basically tastes the same and it's like a hell of a lot cheaper than fucking
you
Heinz
know,
ketchup is arm and a leg now.
it
Bye,
is
Bill.
made in
Take care.
time.
that it's basically the same stuff, just different label.
Exactly.
And see, oh, we lost Bill.
No,
Okay.
maybe he got pissed off because I
Um,
said Mark Wahlberg. I don't
um,
know.
well,
Sorry, Bill.
Possibility.
what was that, Jim?
It's a possibility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Let's see. Scrooge says, well, she married into it before she married John Kerry. Okay.
Yeah,
Huh.
she married the heir to Heinz. He dies under less than ideal circumstances.
Uh
And
oh.
then she goes and marries a politician.
Oh,
There you go.
gotcha. Let's see. Anytime my buddy deep fries anything, he does it in his garage or outside. He doesn't like the oil smell of his house. I tried deep frying some. Basically, I was making chislets there out of stew meat, and yeah, it made quite a mess. And yes, they were thawed out, germ.
Hmm.
Yeah, and
Someone needs to teach you how to run a deep fat fryer.
I worked in a restaurant for 20 some years.
Then how the hell are you destroying stuff with a deep fat fryer?
I don't know why it kept boiling over.
Did you have the heat on too much on it? Too high?
Yeah, boil.
It, it, it
You
doesn't
have the
matter
heat
with the
on too
fryer.
high, or you didn't take enough of the fat out.
There is absolutely no fat on the stew meat.
There was something on the stew meat.
Yeah. And let's see. JP says it doesn't matter. And Wahlbergs are criminals. How are they criminals?
His brother had a little something to do with drugs.
Yeah. And no name shit like Great Value sucks donkey balls. You do know that's Heinz. And I know Clover Valley, I'm pretty sure, is Heinz also. And Tom says, "Wow, how dare you! Heinz runs through my blood. After all, it's from where I live."
Then you know what John Kerry and his wife did to that poor heir to the Heinz fortune.
Yeah. And let's see. Scurv says Hunt's is all right. The Heinz family had nothing to do with her. Heinz endorsed Bush against Kerry. No, I didn't. I didn't follow who endorses who. The only one time I ever heard of even halfway heard of anything about endorsements, or I remember about people endorsing, is fucking the media where it ran for like 6 months on what was it his name, David Duke endorsing Trump,
Which he
or what?
actually never did.
Oh, wasn't Duke the guy that was tied to white supremacy or some shit?
The
Like,
Yeah.
KKK.
yeah, that's
He's
how
a
they. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, he's a grand wizard in the KKK, which is irrelevant now.
Yeah, well, exactly. But I remember when they tried to stick him to Trump, didn't they? Back in the first election, like in 2016 or whatever the fuck it was. No.
Yeah, and oh, Scurvy said Hunts is alright, and Thomas says bad Scurvy. Hunts is evil. Pot's okay. Just kidding. Uh, and I endorse podiums, the product I can really stand behind. Hey,
That's a good one.
I'm still laughing at this. And this guy, they just made this guy famous and rich. They're the guy. He's one of the ones that walked into the Capitol there, totally not on the nonviolent side there, where the police
Mhm.
let him in. He goes and he sees a podium underneath some stairs in that. He goes, pulls it out, gives like a little like 20-second speech, and got a picture taken. Then he went and put the podium back, and they threw him in prison for what was it, 75 months behind bars, and
What?
yeah, they threw him in prison for like 5 years.
That's
Where they said
nuts.
to he got out though. He's out now, and he's making the podcast rounds. He's known as the lectern guy.
So now he's probably getting famous doing podcasts, right?
Yeah, look up the lectern guy.
Jeez, that's nuts. No, it's the same shit. Well, it's going on here in Canada right now, just like in the UK. They're arresting non-violent, peaceful people just for exercising their civil rights. And
Yeah.
there was a journalist that got arrested today, and he was doing absolutely nothing wrong.
Yeah, I'm still laughing about that. They sentenced him to like 75, but he got out way early and that all that. He
Well, he
was in
should.
he was in a
He,
low. Nah.
he should have
Well,
never got jail time at all, as far
well,
as I.
well. They got a lot of these people got handed down years sentences and all that, and then
Mm-hmm.
like there are some people like that are associated with the Proud Boys. They weren't even there, but they got sentenced to over 22 years in prison.
For not being there.
Yeah, but they're egging it
Wow.
on a podcast, and they were directed, and they did this and all that. One of them was Enrico Antares. There was one of them that got like 22 years.
That seems a bit excessive. I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe they weren't preaching good shit, but I mean, if they weren't actually committing a violent act on any person, like 22 years seems like a hell. I mean, fuck, man, we don't give murderers 22 years up here. Like, fuck, it's like murder here is like probably a 20-year sentence. That's fucked up. Just for saying something, that is really bad.
yeah. And Jim, you want to read this one?
I can't read. You know
Uh,
better than that. Hi, Jim. Awesome Star Trek vid. Thank you very much, Daniel.
yeah. Let's see. PvP. There are people in prison who will not go to trial 4 years later. Oh yeah, there's still people who haven't been to trial yet.
Oh, I know the just call it the legal system. I can't refer to it as a justice system because there's too much injustice going on.
Yeah.
But I know what you're saying. Things have really gotten fucked up here in the last week up in Canada. I'll tell you that right now.
Now, hopefully, you can get someone decent in the next whenever you do have them.
Oh, Trudeau is so hated right now. His approval rating, I think, is down around 20%. And the Conservative Party is like 20 points ahead of him in the polls. The latest polls say they're going to get around 210 seats. All you need is 172 to form a majority up here. So Conservatives will probably crush the Liberals in the next election. At least I hope so, because we
And
really
P
need a change.
and
It's really getting bad up here.
and PvP, and I hope your government's able to maintain that majority in your guys' midterms or next
We
election after this
we
one.
we don't have midterms here in Canada, actually, Dan.
Oh yeah, yeah, because you guys can call up a vote whenever, can't you?
Well, no, there's a set election date generally. Of course, any government can call an early election, and I've seen many governments do that over the decades. I believe, though, we do have a Senate, but I believe the Senate is basically the government. The senators get appointed to the Senate. It's a whole different kind of ball game, really. Um, but there's just there's a lot of shit going on. Like Trudeau's G20 speech didn't go over well when he said Canadians should just suffer to help climate change, even if they can't pay their rent or feed their kids. That didn't go over too well in Canada on
Wow.
Thursday. Uh, and then it was like Friday. Trudeau went to the Taylor Swift concert in Toronto. That was the same time that the pro-Palestinian folks, using the excuse of the NATO summit being in Montreal that night, and a lot of NATO delegates, I think 300 attended. They used that as an excuse to basically riot, set cars on fire, smash windows everywhere. It was an ugly scene, and at the same time, Trudeau was in Toronto, doing really grotesquely bad dance moves to Taylor Swift's concert, and handing out friendship bracelets to teeny bopper girls, which really made him look cringy. Like, whoa, you wouldn't believe the social media; it went nuts. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, here's our leader. He's bopping to Taylor Swift and handing out bracelets to teeny boppers while Montreal's on fire. It's like, what a great leader we have. So yeah, he's looking worse and worse as the days go by. He's
Yeah,
really fucked up this last week. It looks really bad.
yeah. Oh, hopefully he'll be out. And JP says, "Please, we have no civil rights here."
Yeah.
It's
And
it's heading that way, yeah.
yeah. And PvP, can you read this one?
I'm happy to. Lemon Pie said PvP PvP puts
PV poop.
ketchup in his eggnog. Well, I haven't tried that one yet, but maybe I'll give that one a go in December. Lemon, that might be
Hey,
something to try one time.
well, there's one there. I seen what the I can't remember what the heck they called it. I cannot remember what the heck it was called. The guy said he would never do it, but he got like 1,000 requests to try it, and it's Jack Daniels and tuna.
What? You put
Yeah,
tuna in the Jack Daniels, or
yeah.
like in a blender?
Well, tuna juice.
That sounds kind of gross, actually.
Well, that's what gorillas eat, you know.
That is
Oh,
gross.
oh yeah, it's called the lot lizard. It's called a lot lizard.
Good lord.
That's
Damn it.
that's just marinating your tuna with Jack Daniels. Then you just make like a tuna salad sandwich or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they call it a lot lizard.
Well, I don't think I'm going to try that anytime soon, actually.
uh, so Thomas says, "So what is your next movie?" My movie? Oh, we're going to do a Christmas movie, and I think we're going to do Fat Man next Sunday.
Fat man, dun 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 dun, dun fat man.
Yeah, yeah. So then we'll decide on Christmas movies after that. We'll do it week by week. I don't have but it's gonna be Christmas movies till Christmas. Yeah, and JP says, or they only get 7 years for murder, then released, the name changed, and now being protected by RCMP. That sounds like a political party.
Mm.
That's the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, actually.
Oh, okay. So, do they actually sit around or ride around on horses?
Probably only for ceremonial occasions, or like the truckers' protest. I believe they actually, when they rode some horses into the truckers, even though the truckers were peaceful and they weren't rioting. So I don't know what the hell why they did that to the truckers. Well, they froze their bank accounts. They called out the emergency act was declared by Trudeau, even though these were peaceful protests. Some of them are in jail right now. Just the other day, one of the leaders of the truckers movement got 5 years in prison. I think it was like 2 days ago when his trial ended. It's absolutely ridiculous. In the meantime, we have violent Palestinian protesters running amok in our streets in places like Montreal and causing hundreds of thousands of dollars of damage. And only three people, there was hundreds of them, only three were arrested by the police. Only three. And as far as I've heard, nobody's got their bank accounts frozen. None of these people, some of them I'm sure are not actually citizens. None of them have been facing deportation yet. There's been no actual firm response from our government because we don't basically have one right now because Justin's too busy, going to concerts. And it's getting really fucked up. It's getting worse and worse. Uh, and Ezra Levine, uh, who's had a channel for many years, even before the internet. I think he had like a print magazine. He's been a right wing conservative commentator for decades in Canada. I didn't always agree with his viewpoints, but he actually went to one of these Palestinian protests, and they were doing really nasty protests in a Jewish neighborhood in Montreal, by the way. So they were actually obviously trying to provoke bad shit. He showed up with his camera crew. All he wanted to do was film it peacefully, just film what was going on. The cops stepped in and they told him, "You're disturbing the peace by being here." And he said, "Well, I'm Jewish, but I'm also a citizen and a taxpayer. And I have, under the charter, I have a right to, walk on the sidewalk." And they basically said, "You got to go a block away to the get this." The cop said the free speech zone is what the cop said. And Ezra said, I don't, I'm not going to no free speech zone. I'm going to stay right here on the sidewalk. I'm not doing anything to disturb the peace." All these people waving their flags and chanting hateful messages in the neighborhood, they're the ones disturbing the peace. Anyway, the cop ended up arresting Ezra and taking him away. He's been released since then, and he's put a whole YouTube, 21 minutes on YouTube about it, and he's going to sue the fucking ass off the Toronto police. He's working on that, and but I mean, when a guy can't walk down a sidewalk peacefully just because he's got a camera crew with him wants to film a protest, like something's fucked up in Canada right now.
Yeah.
It's getting fucking scary. It's getting scary.
Let's catch up on these chats. I think that'd be a good place to call her in the night there because it's getting a little late here, and I still got a few things to do before bed.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Let's see. Fuck you do with all those shitty immigrant students that come in and stay illegally. Yeah. Well, you gotta enforce the immigration laws. And PvP, you want to read this one?
PV poop, laugh out loud. Well, I don't know what the hell you're talking about there,
No,
Tom.
no, you mispronounced the first time that you corrected yourself.
You
You
did
said
say
PvP.
poop.
Yeah, PvP.
Yeah.
Oh well, I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's just you quickly corrected yourself there.
You
Okay.
went PvP. I mean PV poop. PvP.
Okay.
And
Well, I
I
don't.
said
Yeah.
poop.
I don't remember. Oh well.
Well, let's see. Jack
Oh my
Daniels and
god.
tuna or pineapple on pizza, which is worse?
Ooh.
I'd go with pineapple pizza. I could eat that. I've eaten.
So
No,
you're
it's
saying
not
that's
great.
worse. So you're saying
No,
that's
no.
worse.
The Jack Danielson tuna I think would be worse, though I've never tried it and I don't intend to. Uh, That
If I
sounds
get
great.
if I get big enough super chat, I'll try it.
Oh,
I'll
that'll
have to
be
use,
entertaining.
but I'll have to do Canadian Windsor instead.
Oh boy.
Yes, and to all of Gorilla's chats that are watching, please decide to give a big, nice, fat chat for Gorilla to do that live here on this stream.
It won't be tonight. It's a little
Super
late tonight.
chats. What's that?
Yeah. They won't let me super chat the last 50 cents of my account.
I haven't seen
But,
super chat for over a year.
he's starting to live stream a lot more, so they should start kicking in.
Well, when you're live all the time, I can't.
No, I always go live about the same time every night.
He stuttered.
And what did you think of the second Fantastic Beasts movie? It was all right. The first one was pretty good. Yeah. Let's see. JP says neither. Both are good. I'll take your word for it.
Yep.
And hey, HU1, welcome. We're just starting to wrap up here. He goes, welcome to Gorilla Censored Thoughts podcast live stream. Our awesome Gorilla with Censored Thoughts. Check him out. Well, thank you for that.
There you go.
And thank you for being here with the Censored Thoughts, our awesome Gorilla with Censored Thoughts. Please follow him and smash the like button with this kind of enjoy. Yeah, once I got monetized, YouTube actually flat out tells me that they're censoring me. JP
boy.
says, Trodu will still needs to be tried for treason. I don't know what the treason he did.
I don't know if I go that far, but we just need him out because he's
Yeah.
the worst prime minister I've ever seen, and I've been voting for prime ministers since the late '70s. So
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of them come and go, and he is awful.
Yeah, treason is a very serious thing. We don't want to turn that into a term like racist or the 1940s German, where it doesn't mean shit no more.
I just want him out of
I'm
power.
sure he's very guilty of it.
I just want him out of power. I don't care. He can go and fucking do whatever he wants once he's a memory, but I just want him out of power.
Yes.
There you answer one.
Yeah, he says hello to everyone. And Justin Trudeau, the guy had a lot of shady ties with certain powerful people. Well, every politician has ties with shady people.
Well, you guys have heard about that P. Diddy list, I would imagine, down in the States there, right? Because even I've heard about that.
I'm still waiting for that to get released.
Yeah, well, apparently Trudeau is one of the attendees to some of those parties, so it's going to be very interesting when the names get released.
Yeah.
There's rumors of it anyway, let's put it that way. I can't confirm it, of course, at this point.
Well, if they do release it.
No, maybe one day. Truth generally seems to leak out somewhere eventually.
May the truth set you free.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not touching that one. I'm not touching that one, Jim, because I know where that slogan came from. Oh boy,
I didn't even catch that.
It was a certain concentration camp in Germany in a certain time.
Yeah, I didn't even catch the slogan.
The truth will set you free, and
I got that from
no, it was actually work will set you free, wasn't it? I misspoke. Sorry.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
that's a pretty bad miss there, PvP.
Yeah, I misspoke. Sorry.
Aunt Esther of Sanford and Son always said that. That's where I got it from.
Yeah, I got my slogan confused.
It's all right.
Sorry.
No, that happens. So, JP says Canada should really just straight up ban Islam. I'm not sure if they could actually do that, though.
I think. Well, I would like to see a lot of. I would like to see a lot of countries ban extreme Islam. I'll put it that way, because there's a lot of extremists here right now that probably aren't even citizens.
That's okay, PvP, because it only comes into one variety.
Well, I tend to agree with you, actually, but I was just trying to.
And I would say this: if you ban Islam, well, I know that Germ will somewhat agree to that, but that'll be trotting on our fundamental rights called the First Amendment.
Canada doesn't have that.
Canada doesn't have any type of First Amendment or constitutional
We have a
protections.
chart. We have the chart. We have the Charter of Rights and Freedoms, and none of these Palestinian protesters give a fuck about that. I'm pretty sure because they're acting like assholes, basically. So, I wouldn't have a problem with mass deportations if we ever get a leader with a backbone, but we're not going to have that until the next election, sadly.
Yeah.
Well, if the ones of that religion vote a certain way, either right or left, the party in power would not deport them probably because those are votes.
Oh no, they're not votes because a lot of them aren't even citizens. They don't have a fucking right to vote. And the only reason they're here in Canada is because Trudeau doesn't have the balls to fucking deport them like he should have done years ago. I mean, there's been known terrorists that have come to Canada, and Trudeau's done nothing to deport a lot of these people. He's done the occasional move when he had to arrest somebody because they were so heinous, like such assholes. But he's very, very seldom done that. So I have no trust in Trudeau, and a lot of
Yeah.
Canadians don't. We really don't like this guy.
And H1 agrees with you, PvP. He says, hope that man wins his case considering the messed up circumstances.
Oh, if I know Ezra Levant, like he's, as I say, been a right wing commentator with, like, he used to have, I think, have a magazine. Now he's got a website. He's going. Well, he said he's going to. Oh, it was McDuff, the cop that arrested him. His name was McDuff. He says, "I'm going to get to know Mr. McDuff extremely well when I launch my civil suit against him and sue him. And he's going to really go after them. He's going to like launch a massive lawsuit, and he's going to, I think he's probably going to win. Actually, knowing him, because he's one of those people you don't want to fuck with, right? Because he's been in the game a long, long time. So I think he's going to know what he's doing.
Yeah, so, and Cherry Scurvy says Gorilla needs to try on 8 pairs of speedos before bed. Hey, I gotta know which one makes my ass look the best.
I think there's a fundamental misunderstanding about how speedos work there, Gorilla.
Yeah, I think speedos are supposed to I think speedos are supposed to show off your package and not the other side.
Uh,
Oh God.
Or if you want, I'll try them all on camera for you guys.
Oh no.
We do not need to see you as Peter Griffin.
Oh man.
We'd be thankful for the overhang, but
There he goes. There he goes. Happy hyena.
Oh my God.
Oh shit!
I think he only does that for views.
No, that caught me off guard. Oh shit!
Breathe,
Oh.
Gorilla, breathe.
It's a good thing I wasn't eating, says Thomas.
No kidding.
And Thomas says, you're right, PvP. Canada's rough. We live in a country where police can abuse innocent civilians and can't do a damn thing about it. The sad thing, cops is too powerful to slip through. Well, there's some things he can do, but they're not technically legal, and I cannot mention them. Daniel says cops are never held accountable for their act. Well, around here, they're kind of held accountable. Like the cops are afraid to do their jobs now here because they're afraid they're going to get sued.
Well, I think the reason they let the Palestinian protesters, and they were doing some really ugly shit in the video. I'll post it one of these days in one of the private chats for you guys sometime in the next week, maybe. They were doing some really atrocious, ugly shit in the neighborhood, which was a Jewish neighborhood, as far as I know from the video I watched. And, and the cops, I think basically the cops will not. They're afraid of doing anything to get the Palestinian protesters under control because they don't want to be accused to be like racists or, you know, um, supporting Israel, or like they seem to be deathly afraid of all of that stuff, which makes no sense to me. But just saying.
Yeah, well, it seems like they don't want to be called a certain phobe, if you know what I mean.
Oh, that's yeah. That and and I think that's all BS. I've seen videos, that kind of dismantle that whole phobe thing. uh, with some pretty level-headed people that actually dive into it. So yeah, it's like it's a convenient way of basically shutting down any kind of challenge or debate against a group of people that are actually doing very bad things. So yeah, I don't buy into the phobe thing,
Yeah.
but I know what you're saying there, Dan. I've heard of that too.
Yeah. Let's see. JP says the Charter of Rights and Freedoms is a damn joke. There has been a couple of known terrorists from India found in Canada.
Oh yeah,
Let's see. Next thing you know, we hear rumors of a bunch of squirrels start assembling where they forged weapons of warfare. They've gone mad like crazy. Choking, lol. Well, let's
yeah,
see.
crazy world.
Gorilla says her thoughts as Peter Griffin from Family Guy coming soon to the live stream near you. Let's see. I wonder if Gorilla makes that sound when you tase him. I'm still waiting for my coworker to get me the taser. He has to order a new one because it's broke.
Yeah, we've been looking forward to that for a long time now, Gorilla. Like you got to honor that
Yeah.
commitment, you know.
Oh, I got to get a taser here. I
Yeah.
should ask Gorilla since his thoughts since you're planning then live stream. Do you wish to raid someone? I do have a raid target in mind for us, so no one
Uh-oh.
else. Go ahead and throw it in there. Go ahead and throw it in there.
Hmm.
But so I think it's a good place to wrap it up. We've been going for 2 hours here, and
Yeah.
I got some stuff I want to do. So thank you Ancient One for coming, and thank you JP's for coming, and thank you Daniel's Hot Topics for coming, and uh, thank you Scurvy for coming. He goes, don't tase me, bro.
Hmm.
Yeah, thank you Scurvy for coming. Well, I'm looking for the. Oh, thank you Tom Spots for coming. Now he has a bunch of birds crashing videos and stuff he's clipped out of birds live streams and other people's live streams there, and he also has some really cool Minecraft builds on his channel. So make sure to check him out. And thank you Kai Clear for coming. Now she does some really cool videos of her birds there. It's always a nice pick me up during the day. And while I'm looking for the next one there, Commodore Productions. Yeah, but you tell us about your channel.
Well, Commodore Productions, we just launched Breach 4. Breach 5 is done on my part. I still got to do some little details, but it won't launch until December 30th, so I think I got some time yet on that one. I'm working on a list here pretty soon. It's going to be this December, and I'll be on vacation for next 4 months, unless it snows. So my goal is to get 12 to 13 fan films done, so I don't have to sit here all damn day and do them. So keep on watching Commodore Productions because you never know what you're going to see.
All right,
Thank
sweet.
you.
And Germ, what do you got going on?
Uh, I should have something on Thanksgiving night and Saturday morning cartoons next Saturday. Everything else is sort of up in the air at the moment.
So no Tuesday Dramada?
Most likely not.
Okay. And thank you LDG hashtag free the net for coming. If you ever need IT help or need a place to hang out, there's always freethenet.org/underground. And thank you Swift Minus One for coming. And since we're at Sci-Fi Sit-Dan in the chat, Sci-Fi Sit-Dan, what do you got going on?
Well, to all your panelists and chatters that know me or don't know me, Sci-Fi Sit-Dan, I usually cover different sci-fi TV shows or movies. I do crossover ideas on my YouTube channel. Just type in my YouTube channel name, Sci-Fi Sit-Dan. Hopefully my channel will pop up for you guys, and you guys can scroll through my channel list of videos on various videos of sci-fi topics from various franchises. I do my Transformers Prime watch parties on Fridays at 8 p.m. Pacific time. And I do my live streams usually on Saturdays between 2 and 4 p.m. Pacific time. But I just concluded my season 2 live streams, which I concluded about a week or two ago. I'm taking a break from doing live streams right now. I try to upload a new video on YouTube at the end of each week or towards the beginning of next week. And I am on other people's live streams, like resolute Germ and Gorilla's random thoughts if they will allow it, and I do cross-chains with them too. They usually do that. Let's see here. Every new watch minute and watch hour encourages me to make more content for you guys and hopefully make a living besides having my day job in the real world. And beyond that, I'll turn it over to, I guess, PvP's next. Unless he already rent, then I'll give it to Gorilla.
Alrighty. And thank you, Outlaw Bill, for coming up on the panel there. You know, his main things are karaoke, cinema, Western Sundays there, where he shows the Western movie. Then he also has his action theater, but he is branching out. He's doing play-by-play commentary on football. He's gonna branch out to other sports, and then he also wanted me to mention that he's gonna start doing reviews and stuff like that. So make sure to check out Outlaw Bill. Now, PvP, what do you got going on?
Not much at the moment. Hopefully next weekend I might actually get some new content up on my channel. It's been too long, I know that, but anyway, there is tons of music on there already. If anybody wants to check it out, like you could probably listen to the stuff I got on there for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours. So if you're a music fan and you want to check it out, please do. And that's about it, I guess. Pretty much, girl. I'll keep it short for you there, guy.
Yeah. And as for me, thank you, Siri. There's two Commodore production channels. It's Jim's Landscaping LLC #1 Commodore Productions is the one you're looking for.
Yep.
And let's see.
It looks like Lemon put it
Yeah.
in the public chat there.
Scurvy says good night. Hell, my friend got a taser, and I saw it grab it and tase myself. Nice.
No.
Guys, thank you. Not a problem. And H1 wants us to go to Void Raptor. So everybody head there after the stream. Scurvy says good night. Hello. And Navy turns, Commodore Admiral is a senior to the naval captain and junior to the rear admiral.
Already to.
And thank you, Scurvy, for that. He's a sci-fi fan and supernatural enthusiast. Check out sci-fi. Yeah, thank you. As for me, might do something tomorrow. I don't know yet. Tuesday, Cigar Lounge. Wednesday, I might do like an interview style of. We'll talk about. Maybe I'll just start promoting people's channels, kind of like what Netter does and what Tony sometimes does. Start getting people's channels promoted there. Thursday, I'm not sure what's going on Thursday yet. I actually got people who said they'd come over. So, Friday I might do an extra long stream. Then next Sunday, for Cinema Sunday, we'll be doing Fat Man. So, with that, you guys have a good night, and remember to be a gorilla.
Night, guys.
Not
Good night,
everybody.
everyone. Good night, everyone.